Hey, you guys. It is Clary Berry. Still kind of healing up. Sorry about the crazy voice here. A little bit hoarse still. But we're trying to get back on schedule for the week. Thank you to all of you who've been commenting and letting me know that you're watching, and I appreciate you so much. Just a note, since I've been getting a lot of questions each time, and it's a very good question, what time zone am I in? Central Standard Time. I'm in the Midwest USA, and that does make a difference. So, try to calculate that in. And, this is not financial advice. Just got to remind you guys of that too. Don't take what I say to a T. It's my intuition. It's my perception of the astrology and the tarot. And this is fun. So you can use it to dollar cost average in. Try to buy the dips and hodl here is kind of the main strategy if you're looking at good crypto, good coins. So let's see where Ada is at. Ooh, yeah, baby. We got the tiger. You've got some wisdom here. Okay. You've got some yin energy here with this particular tiger. And it almost reminds me of the chariot, the black and the white. It's like you don't feel like you're going anywhere, but you freaking are. It may feel like everything is lesser and down and, within, inner, but really we're getting somewhere. And there's a lot of intuition that goes with this week as well. We've got a new start for sure. We've got some fierceness, we've got some strength here. We've got some leadership, you guys, showing up this week, which is way better than the theme, and the mood and the vibe from the last video that I did. So, but there's also some of this yin, some of this intuition, some of this helpfulness that we know that Ada is and has. And it's almost like the waiting and the waiting and the waiting before she pounces is so perfect for what I have down for Ada for this week. Well, actually, this is going to be the 2 days. I did not the 5th. The 5th is already over. I did okay for the 5th, guys. I actually we had Mercury, Sextile, Natal, Saturn. I said it was going to be pretty good, but kind of sideways, mostly sideways as well. And by the end of it, that's pretty much what it was. So let's start out with the 6th here. And again, we're going to go till the 17th. So the 6th, we don't have a lot peaking, but generally we have Venus conjunct Mars, which is in the 6th house. So again, you've kind of have this caring energy that's highlighted, and I don't think it's going to be a huge boost, especially today's a Sunday. We might end up a little bit, and I'm always a little bit more positive too. If I have one critique of myself, it's usually I'm a little bit more positive. So, if I draw an up line, it might just be sideways. Just keep that in mind. Again, use your intuition as well as mine. Never just follow blindly. Okay. That's a huge lesson the world is learning. Never follow blindly. Okay. And learn how to use your own intuition is such an important thing to do. Okay. Not just like check your facts and resources and stuff like that, but learn how to flex that intuition muscle, practice it, make it stronger, and use it. Okay. So starting out the new week on Monday, the 7th, we've got we've got actually quite a bit showing up here for Cardano. We've got Mercury opposite North Node, which is going to be huge planning, bullish long-term energy. That's where, again, this new start, it may not be immediate. It may be, again, kind of waiting to pounce, but that's the theme for sure. One of the main themes. So we've also got Sun, Sextile, Pluto. Again, there's kind of a fix-it energy or a fix-it energy here to get organized, a lot of planning energy. So a lot of times those are kind of sideways, but again, the long-term implications are very good. Okay. It also could be, that something goes wrong and gives us the boost we need to get up. This is not for the day. This is just for the aspect so far. So we've got Mercury trine natal Jupiter. So that is some good energy, some clarity. Again, along with the Sun sextile Pluto energy, this could be a turning point. This is fix it energy, fix our issues, fix our negative energy that we've had in the past few days, weeks, whatever. Okay, at least get a jump start on it. Now, we also have one more aspect of Mercury in conjunct the Sun here for Cardano. And again, it's kind of a contradiction because there's busyness in the air, but there's also there's issues. Okay. So it may be that we go down before going up is kind of the theme that you're seeing here. And for the tarot and all of it put together, I think, we are going to have some volatility and then maybe go back up and be pretty good. And again, at least set that stage, may not have all of this goodness in one day, but it should be, again, a good bullish long-term. And I think the day will be, honestly, when we do this and we come down a little bit further and then we go up, it's going to be close. But I think it'll probably be a little bit higher than it started out. Okay. But no big promises on that one because, the issues, the organization, and then long term, it's kind of like, So on the 8th, nothing peaking at all, guys. This is what tarot kind of came. Kind of the same, in a way, kind of the same thing. And you'll kind of notice this is kind of a theme arrow, a theme line that we have also for this reading. Okay, the 9th, we've got Mercury sextile Uranus. This is bullish. I think it should be, and again, I always have to have the disclaimer, Uranus aspects are harder to predict. So when I get those right, I'm always like, ooh, extra bonus points. But I think this one does speak to, again, solutions, fix it energy. We've also got Mercury opposite Venus, which is also bullish. So when you put the two together, probably pretty bullish. But the thing is that it almost might be like too much with this aspect. So with the volatility of Uranus and, actually, we also have the general aspect of Mercury moving into Pisces for the next 4 weeks. Pisces season. This is in the 7th house. So partnerships. Who is going to be working? We've already had like Gal Gadot publicly talking about, and this is where you're going to have a lot of people coming in to speak, up for Cardano. Or, issues with people talking against. Well, we'll see how it plays out. But in this particular day, I think it'll be good. But for some reason, even though we've got this Uranus, the tarot wants to send me here. Okay. So, and again, that's kind of the theme. So we'll see what happens there. That's going to be an interesting one to watch for sure. And on the 10th, nothing really except for Vesta moving into Aquarius in the 6th house. So this is where this caring, helpful energy comes into. There might be some highlights on, how Cardano has been helping and can help and is better for the, humanity, better for the environment, blah, 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 blah. But this is just the guesstimation for the line on the 10th with really nothing else to go for. And again, that Vesta moving into Aquarius isn't really going to even, that's for a long term. The 11th, again, nothing really, but the tarot is saying kind of like this. So, could be good days to get in if you need to around that time. Watch out for that. The 12th, we've got Sun Square, Natal Saturn. This is not that great of an aspect, but again, I don't think it's going to be that bad. Mainly sideways, as opposed to down, I think. Okay. And then on Sunday, the 13th, nothing particular. We've got the general aspect of Sun conjunct Neptune. So definitely kind of a lazy energy. We've got, this is in the 7th house. So again, the partnerships, it could just be flat and probably will be. It could go up a little bit, but probably not a whole lot of movement, kind of boring for the whole weekend there. And, honestly, it's a lot of long-term energy. For most of these days are kind of have the same mostly sideways line. And you can look at that as bad, or you can look at it as stability and good, the glass half full, half empty kind of thing. Let's look at the beginning of the next week. We start to see more aspects on a daily basis, kind of getting back to that fun, exciting, bullish energy that we have. Well, before I speak, let's talk about the 14th in particular. Sun in conjunct North Node, okay? There might be some blockages, might be some issues with where we want to go. We've also got Saturn sextil natal Sun, which can also be issues. This is kind of like a dip, like a bottom, like a peak. So again, look out for the 14th also. And again, probably more on the 13th. than the 14th, but we'll see. Maybe, you know, sometimes not always perfect on the day. And then also, guys, we've got Venus in conjunct Mars. So really, we've got three different aspects with issues. So if I was to put that up against Sunday, even though Sundays are usually worse, you know, maybe this is going to be worse. Maybe this is going to be a downtrend. Not so great. We've got a lot of issues, 3 different aspects. Yeah. So watch out for Monday. If you're trying to get in Sunday, Monday, be on the lookout. Keep your funds ready. Okay. Again, not financial advice. Use your own intuition. Excuse me. We've got the 15th, Sun in conjunct Jupiter. Now we get some goodness. Okay. Now we also have, Mercury opposite Mars, which is also good. Potential for peaking. Okay. So we've got one positive, one potential for peaking. We've got Sun opposite Sun, which is a turning point, harnessing the power. Okay. That's already 3 aspects. That's another bullish one. And then we've got Venus in conjunct Mercury, which is kind of okay. You know, it's kind of more inner kind of. And then we also have Ceres square Mars, which is a balancing aspect and bringing in some change. So you see, we've been having these types of lines and these types of lines prior to this. So let me tell you, this might start to change at this point with all this turning point energy. Okay. So for the day here on the 15th, I kind of saw it more like that. Taking all things into consideration. So that's the 15th. Again, just the fact that we have all these aspects and most of them are good should be excellent, especially when contrasted to the day before, the 14th. The 15th definitely should be better. So the 16th, we've got Mercury opposite Mercury. This can be some volatility. It can be some nervous kind of energy, some buzz. Just for this aspect, we've got Venus sesquiquadrate natal Sun, which is bullish. And this is that good steep bullish. That's just fun and exciting. Okay. We have Mars in conjunct Mars, which is very impulsive. Okay. So this is kind of the line I had just for that aspect. So you see the theme for the day. And then also, guys, on top of that, we've got Lilith opposite Saturn, which is breakthrough energy. Break through those limits. Okay. And again, maybe down and then up. We'll see. All things considered, I don't know how the tarot tries to tell me we're coming out with this. Okay, maybe, you know, some of that balancing energy from Ceres square Mars the day before. Maybe, you know, the Venus sesquiquadrate isn't quite as uppity. Maybe it's more, you know, Venus is usually more laid back and flowy, but still bullish. So, and it may be more like this, you know, but we'll just have to see. The main theme though here is at the 15th and 16th, boom, pow. Remember, guys, we were waiting to pounce. This is when we fully pounce. So if I were you, I'd consider using your intuition, getting in before the 15th and the 16th, especially looking, you know, from the 12th, the 13th, maybe the 9th, you know, and some of the, you know, any, you know, time that you see it go down prior to the 15th and the 16th, it's probably going to be a good time. So the 17th, we've got Mercury sesquiquadrate. This is a good aspect, a good steady kind of long-term bullish aspect. We also have Sun in conjunct Venus, which is a little bit more, again, kind of flowy, kind of up and down. Could be a little bit of a peak there, possibly. We've got Mars in conjunct Mars, which actually we pulled that for both days. So it's kind of the same like that. And then, yeah, I put some of these down for both days. Oh, we've got general aspect of Mercury sextile Uranus, which is also kind of exciting. Again, maybe some exciting partnerships, because in the 7th house, peak possible though, guys. Could be a little bit of a peak and then come down, whether the down is on the 17th or after. pretty much looking like 15th through 17th actually going to be good, and 17th is probably the day that it finally comes down. But stay tuned. I will continue doing the weekly videos, maybe not for this week, but definitely by next week we'll start back up with weeklies. So hope you guys enjoy this week. Hope you are smart and have that patience to pounce when it's time to act. Okay, so much love, many blessings. Thanks for likes, shares, subscribes, comments, etc. Find me all over social media, Clary Berry at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and Pinterest. Much love, many blessings. Talk to you soon. Bye.